Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Autonauts. My name is Jeff. You can call me Jeff. Tonight, we're getting back into our little factory colony doohickey thing on our planet that we totally gave a name. Last time, if I remember correctly, I mean, I was there, but if I remember correctly, we have a lot of upgrading to do. But we have our Mark II bots ready to do some upgrading. I think the last thing we did, or one of the last things we did, was upgrade our forestry bots here. So that they could produce logs faster, because obviously we're at a bit of a bottleneck right now. But if I remember, we just released these guys to go back and start chopping and chopping. And hopefully they'll catch up soon. In the meantime, we could start making some bots, because we have almost all the parts. We need the bodies here. Got one there. There we go. The question is whether that'll get taken right away. Nope. Cool, so we're starting to get a backlog of those. Good. Since we also have new stuff to build, beyond upgrading these bots, we have more new stuff to build. Our research is unlocking some new buildings and tools. Like we're gonna get some clay stuff going soon here. Oh, let's see, what did we have ready to go? Good workbench, structural workbench. We're gonna need the better cooking stuff. There's better floors. Oh, the plant breeding, that's right. And of course we're working on our bot database, but that's gonna be a while. So, because we have more new things to build and automate, I'm thinking we might set up automatic bot building here, just because. That way we'll have new bots. You know, our new bots will be Mark II bots. That's the main point. Could also grab some of these charge bots and upgrade them. But I think I'm going to wait to do that. I'm going to redo the charge team eventually because the new bots have the bigger search area and I don't need as many charge bots charging the same area. So I can repurpose a bunch of those to be regular bots. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my Where's Wally suit. There I am. All the latest in fashion. Okay. And our cleanup crew finished what they were doing out here. Oh, look at that boulder. I don't have anybody chopping boulders on the cleanup crew. Maybe I should. One other thing I want to look up. There's a broom, and I forget when that unlocks. Colonization level 3. So when I start clothing the bots and making X100. Okay. That'll be a little while. That's a nice tool to have that just cleans up little bits of junk that we don't need. Hey, Nutmeg, thank you. Yes, I thought it was rather fashionable. Turn to the left, turn to the right, face the camera. We're researching livestock farming. Just reacquainting myself with everything that's going on. We were going in order, that's right. So the farming technology, this will get us the barn where we can keep cows, is that right? Yes, that's where we can, if we get 2 cows and put them in the barn, we get a 3rd cow. And the cows are useful for milk for the food later on, but also they poop, and that is useful for when we get the composting and fertilizer, which will be great. make things grow faster. After livestock farming, we're going to be doing the log cabins, which are the next type of house for the colonists. Pottery. Cooking, which uses that pottery. The baking, which is all of our better food types here. And finally, clothes. The next tier of colonists will, they just needed food, then they needed food and shelter, now they're going to need food, shelter, and clothes. Good wheel. Really good. Okay. So I think I might, like I said, I might go ahead and set up a bot putting together bots. It's just so I have extras to make some of our new technologies as we unlock them. What am I not making yet? Like the chisel and mallet? So I'm making the wooden mallet, but the crude chisel and mallet is what I can use to tear down mountains. The hand net, catch bait, and leeches. I won't need leeches for a long time yet. For a long while, I should say. Fishing stick, I'm not doing fish. I don't need to worry about that. I don't think there were any parts yet. The shaped stone blocks, I don't need those for a while. Steak. On a steak. Hey, Darkheart, welcome. You followed me a long time ago. It was your first time chatting. How you doing? Hey, and Wally's here too.
Hey, listen.
Yay. Yeah. Yeah, the reason I haven't gotten around to upgrading the bots yet, Darkheart, is because I haven't needed any new bots since I got up to Mark II. I've just been upgrading the Mark 1s, and that's where all of my resources have been going so far. So, toward the end of last stream, I finished upgrading the forest, and now it's like all the through here. So, yeah, I'll probably start making bots, because we have new things to make, like the chisel mallet and stuff. And that'll maybe just to clear this out so we have more room to work over here. Start doing food here instead of having it kind of tucked into this crowded spot here. Hey, Addicted, welcome! Yes, I definitely skipped Mark 1. Sus. I need to get going on wheat and stuff by the next tier, because we'll need that for their food. Pretty sure. Let me check the food again. Reacquainting myself a lot with this. Sorry. Okay, cereal seeds. So pumpkins, our herby pumpkins are just for raw pumpkins and weeds. That's what we're feeding the colonists right now. When we go up to pumpkin soup, we're going to need the herby pumpkin, fresh water, and a clay pot. So we don't need wheat yet on the next one. So maybe we focus on clay. We'll need to make the clay pots and put them in the kiln to cook them. Pumpkin soup, crude dough. So we will need the flour. We'll need to start processing the flour there for, what will that be, tier 4 colonists? I saw you streaming World of Tanks earlier, Addicted. How'd it go? We are going to need clothes. We'll need to set up cotton processing too. How close is our research? About halfway. Should probably up this food production too. Okay, so where do I want to start here? How about I go ahead and just make a bot? And then get bots making bots. Bot drive. Bot body. Put it on here. Played 15, won 9. That's more than half. Pretty good. All right. I have a brand new Mark II bot. Where are you? Here we go. So what I'm kind of thinking is, normally I like having one bot doing one job, but because I'm being kind of conservative here, I don't want to use up all my parts a bunch. Or, if I do like a hands full, hands empty, then these boxes will be empty all the time. So I'm gonna do a little different from what I usually do and set this bot to just have it grab part, place, grab part, place. That way, I'll only be making exactly one at a time, and I won't be emptying these boxes into his hands. So these bots have backpack slots, so I can actually do the stow and retrieve. Let's see. If I grab the bot drive, stow that. Oh, it doesn't count if you use the mouse. I'll stow the held item. Then I take a body, stow that, take a head, then I can put it on, retrieve, put it on, retrieve, put it on. Yes, they definitely have more memory. I'll do that forever, but wait until the last part here. Whoops. This part I'll only do if the bench is empty. So if there's already a bot there, we'll put all the parts but the last one on. Whoop, there. Ooh, that's not what I need. Actually, I'm going to put all of this in the if loop, because what'll happen is it'll get here, say that's not empty, or that's not empty, so it'll skip the if and then it'll go back up to the top. I don't want it to start over by grabbing drives and bodies and everything again. I'll just put it all in the if loop. That way, I mean, it'll be slightly slower because it'll make one and then wait here, and then once a bot comes off of that, it'll then go and start getting all the different parts. That should be fine. I don't need these in a hurry, and they're quick. So I'm going to call it temp, though. Temp Mark II maker, let's say. So let's see. Addicted. Wind this bot up, and if I select that bot, I've got 20 kilobytes. I don't know if might just pull up the wiki.
Medic!
Oh no, medic! What do we need the medic for? It'll be fine. So the bots. It's scrolling both. Let's see. So the number of instructions for a Mark 0 is 12. The Mark 1 bots are 16, the Mark 2 bots are 20, and then there are Mark 3 bots that get 32. So we just jumped from 12 instructions possible to 20 instructions possible by going to the Mark 2 bots there. All right, back to the game. So this bot is our new bot, right? Attempt to maker we just made one teaching that bot. Okay, this bot, we can have this bot doing, what are we gonna have it do? I'm gonna have it think we might start automating the clay, because we're going to need that for sure for the food for the next tier of colonists. I don't think we have the clay stuff unlocked yet, though, do we? That's under the next research, I think. Yeah, pottery. So we can at least start collecting it up. Skip over this one, maybe. All right, Wally. Have fun. See you in a while. A little bit. Plenty of boxes. Okay. So I need to set up. We're going to need clay coming out. We're going to need... I forget if he's using a shovel. Clay dig. Yeah, it's a shovel. So let's get spades on site. Okay, so this will be clay spades. And this box here will be clay. I don't know, we'll call it export, I guess. Although that'll be our main stuff, probably. We'll probably take the clay out of the clay patch here and then just turn it into pots or whatever here. And then take those to other places where they'll be needed, like down to the food. So we'll have an area here for new area. We'll have an area over here for turning the clay into pots and then cooking the pots in the kiln. Those clay makers. Like a haymaker, but it's clay. So that'll be our clay area, and then we'll have like a box of the bowls going out that we can then have our logistics bots take to the food processing. So I guess we'll get our brand new bot. This one here. And you'll be clay stow. Get any clay out of this area. The bots are probably faster than I am at this point. And put it into the clay export box. We'll call this... Shrink this down a little bit. Not that much there. About like that. Find the clay. Pick it up till your hands are full. I think I'll go ahead and check the box. That'll say, if my hands aren't full, but there isn't any more dug up yet, let's go put it in the box. That's probably too much. It would do a trip every single time then, while it's waiting for more to be dug. And then, until its hands are empty, put it in the box. Go. And pretty quickly we should get 25 clay here. This will pick up 6 at a time. And if I wanted it to do even fewer trips, I could do some trick with putting it in the backpack and taking it out, but I like the simpler programs, and the backpack, putting things in the backpack and retrieving them makes it just slightly more complicated, and I prefer not that. Yeah, put a little bit of a weight to make sure the producer or the digger. Yeah, that would make sense. Let's see. I don't have any charge bots out there yet either. I don't have any charge bots where my workbench is. So guess what, bot? You're gonna be my first new charge bot. Completely pointless optimization for the win. Fill their hands and then go to the box, but they can also take a partial stack when production backs up. Yeah. Yeah, and there are places where I do that, like the acorns or the tree seeds, because I only have one set of bots only picking the seeds up and putting them into the box. And then I have another set of bots taking seeds out of the box and planting them. If I have the bots waiting until their hands are full before taking them over to the box, there's a chance that we could run out of seeds and not have any in the box to plant anymore. So in some case like that, yeah, I would, even if your hands aren't full, go ahead. Or these guys that pick up off of the, where's my mouse? These guys that pick up here and put them into the box. It's like, if your hands aren't full, go ahead and move to the box anyway. But, you know, stop if there's nothing else to pick up. Why aren't these guys charged? Is there a hole in the charge area there? Probably. So this new bot, record. We don't have a backup on those yet, but we're backed up on good gears. That's good. Backed up on poles. That's good. Okay, so you are my new charge bot. And again, I'm very inefficient with this dark art. I like taking, just plopping a bot. Not plopping. Let's see, maximize your area. Let's see, look at the size of that thing. I mean, what was it? 13 by 13 is the maximum area for a Mark 0 bot. 31 by 31 for these Mark 2s. Just because they have the bigger, the better head on them. So this bot, you're going to charge this area. You're going to do it forevermore. Not hands full. Forever. Charge. Yeah. Alright, so this bot will now be charging the new bots and just about anybody else, including this area way the heck over here that wasn't covered. Nice. Alright. Let me just double check real quick. My charge bots, I do not have... C's. Okay. Since you made it to a stream... D-A-R-K-E-H-A-R-T. Darkheart! Welcome to the charge crew. Addicted, do I have you in here? I do not. Need to add addicted. Let's see, charge bot. Make sure I get the spelling right here. Addicted to capping. Welcome. Welcome to the team. I need to put these clay makers on a team. This clay mine. I don't know, do they call it a mine for clay? Huzzah! I need a charge bot over here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You... Oh, I should have copied it. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Generally a pit, clay pit? Yeah, that would make sense. Like a gravel pit, too. Or something. Nice big area. Okay. Repeat forever. Charge and go. But also, get... I think if I copy the charge program, it'll keep that 31 by 31 area. Which is what we definitely want. Stop. Yep. Go ahead and go. So next time I need a charge bot, I can just use the disk for it. Go ahead and rename this Clay Pit. Forgot you have to click the checkbox. Play pit. There we go. Okay. Getting some clay. We're out of food. Now that we have a backlog, and we have a pretty well built up supply of bot parts, still using up all of our panels. Sweet jeepers. Two panels. Right. So many panels. So what I wanted to see was whether it would be worth trying to upgrade our pumpkin stuff and start getting the food going faster. Because we are, strangely enough, at a point where the research is not keeping up with what we wanted to do. Why am I still harvesting berries? I'm not using them. The box is full. I must not have set that bot to stop if the box is full. Flail, 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 bushwhacker. Yeah. You stop, dude. You can stop. Be free. Be done. I'm trying to think if I even need those berries for anything. If I'm going fully the pumpkin route, I don't think berries are an ingredient in any of this. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin cake. Yeah, from here out, it's all like dough and then eventually eggs. I need milk and stuff like that, but I don't need the berries. I could even stop that team. Stop them all together. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I had a real nice graphic of all the dependencies for all the different recipes for all the different food lines that I found it on the Autonauts subreddit and was gonna set up a scene for it and everything so I could share on here and credit the person, of course, but I haven't done that yet. I keep forgetting to set that up. But yeah, the pumpkin has the fewest types of ingredients, I think. It's just kind of a pain to set up the whackers here. Smash all the pumpkins. Let's have all of you just drop everything. And I'll disband them. We can reuse them for other things. I might even have somebody tear up these bushes. Just get those boxes and everything out of there and we can use this space for so many more activities. The pumpkin's not keeping up. I'm gonna put a pause on that and upgrade the pumpkin farm here. All 12 of these. So we definitely have enough parts for that. There's 10 in the box and then 6 in each of their hands. So we have the parts. We can get all 12 of these at once. So, pumpkin farm, everybody stop. Wally at this point would say collaborate and listen. Fish is worse. And aren't you not guaranteed to get a fish every time they do the fish action? I haven't done fishing. Usually I would do just berries or apples. I've also never taken it past, like I've gotten to the log cabins and filled them up and done some of the research and stuff, but I've never taken it past that, so that's part of my goal of making this series is just to try and get all the way through the game once. Let's see, have everybody come here and we'll start the upgrading. Yeah, I got a bait. Get bait, put it on the line. You get an upgrade. Here comes everyone. Ooh, this one's running out of juice. It's a bit messy to look at, but it's also fun to watch. Gotta cut the fish with a blade before you can use it, make it into fillets. Hey, research is done. So we've unlocked hay bales, which we can use, or make those with the pitchfork here. So finally a use for that cut grass. And the barn for making cows. Alright, that looks like everybody's upgraded. And everybody was here, right? Everybody made it? Where are you? Oh, you're turf bot and stuff. Okay. So, farm. Back to work. Go. There they go. Meow. So they should dig faster. They should scythe faster, collect faster. They can pick up more pumpkins in one go. So all around it should, hopefully, fill us up faster. Yeah, 3 pumpkins in one trip. And then that pumpkin smasher needs to be upgraded too. Oh, they are on the team. Oh, cool. Just by virtue of the bots being faster with their faster feet, they also perform their digging and malleting and everything else faster too. Barn. 6 panels. That's a lot of fixing pegs. Is what, there's 4 in the panel, 4 in the square frame. There's a square frame in the panel. That's a lot. I don't need the barn yet. I'm not making it. You can't make me. I don't want to. I do kind of want to clear that cotton patch out at some point. It's kind of in the way, and we have all this down here. I'll just make my own cotton patch where I want it later. What are we doing on clay? We're doing pretty good. I can let the research back up a little bit, or let the WUV build. Making WUV after midnight. So that was those. Might upgrade these. How are we doing on parts? Lots of parts. Let's upgrade the food makers. Stop. And everybody come to me. All 3 of you. Make the long trip. After those... the WUV collector and the research. I think that's what I call that, research factory. Oh, the one feeding them could make fewer trips. Yeah, I'll probably upgrade these and then take a break from upgrading again so that we can build up some more supplies again. Okay, they're done. Herbie pumpkins, back to work. I also need to duplicate this team and get more than one going. Not in a big hurry, but... come on. That was... what's the Herbie pumpkins? Let's do the research factory. Stop. Yeah. Right up here. Step right on up. Ooh, they have to carry these logs all the way up here. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. The log bots finally made it. That should be about it. Yep, that's it. Here you go. Go have fun. Be good. Stone mine. What are we doing on power and stuff? It looks like we don't have any warnings. Hey, Ontario, you made it. Welcome. We are upgrading more bots. We turned off the berries. I never had the berry bush beaters waiting, or I didn't have them stopping when the box got full, so they're just down here making more berries, and we're not even using them. Once we got the pumpkins, we stopped feeding them to the colonists. Yep. Yeah. Hi. This charge bot goes in. Charge team. Where is it? There you are. So these are all the berries. The body upgrades and stuff, I kind of just want to leave them temporary out here. At the same time, this is getting cluttered and a bit ugly. Berries. So you're getting rid of the bodies, upgrades. Drive. Head. Go ahead and make a team on this. Mechanics, since they work in the body shop. That'll clear out this space. Make it easier to tell what's going on here. Got our temp bot maker there, new bot. These are all the bush team. They're all still Mark 1s. Let's do this. Let's get this. Nope. I thought I could shift click. Anyway, select all of those. Let's get them upgraded and then just use them like new bots. Need to pick a new research. I think I want to get the clay stuff going, so I'll research that next. Even though it's not strictly in order. I would do shelters, but I kind of don't care about that yet. I want to get the food up and going. So I need a clay for this. Just grab one there. Come down here and pick the research and then toss that on. Okie doke. Berry team, not quite all upgraded. Ran out of panels and torsos here. There comes one now. Hopefully there's just the one. Yep, that looked like it. So these all get out of the way. Oh, I thought I was closer. Over here. Okay, so these are basically all Mark II bots that I can do things with. This is all going well. I'm trying to think if I can speed up the forest even more. Put more digging bots, maybe. It's like another round of everything. Another copy. Because we are tearing through these logs. And what are these waiting on? Planks? Yep. See, these are charge bots, right? Yeah. So it's fine that they're Mark 1s. Zeros. Mark 0, technically. Yeah, looking at all these stumps, I'm thinking we at least need another digging bot. I think I'll go ahead and come down and start setting that up. Okay. So, forestry. Already got 19 bots in here. Dig forest. You're a good one. Stop digging. Come on over here. Copy you. Copy your name. Get back to work there. And this one. Clear out. Probably didn't actually need to clear that out. It would have. Pasting this on would have done that anyway. Just overwritten it, I think. Test that. The next one. Dig, go. So it'll go get a spade. Oh, I guess I decided spades are close enough. So just walk over there instead of having a box over here. These pumpkin seeds. Pretty soon we'll get composting and we can put the seeds in there too. What's our new stuff? What is that? A good workbench? Let's see what the new stuff is. Have a good workbench. It's not a good workbench, is it? Oh, the pitchfork. Okay. I got that to stop blinking. We can set that up. Let's do that. Good workbench will fit. Will fit here? Nah, not really. Getting crowded. Put it here and put a box for the pitchforks here. That's pitchforks. And pitchfork bench. Bench. B-E-N-C-H. Oh. So be pitchforks. I'm making torches? I never got to making torches. I need the hay for that too. Okay, anyway, it's just 4 poles to make a pitchfork. This can go into the forestry. You're gonna be my pitchfork maker. Pitchfork poles. You're gonna come to the poles. Fill your hands up. Come up here and empty them onto the bench. So hands full. Hands empty. Only do this if let me swap these. Goes inside there, do that. It'll just dump out empty out its hands there. I'll do that if the workbench is empty. So if the bench is empty, put all of the poles on there. And then, so it'll put like 4 on, and then make 1 pitchfork. Then it'll put the other 2 that it has in its hands, go fill up its hands, come back, And actually, let me copy this one just so it comes to the bench before deciding whether to put it on or not. This will be pitch, fork, bowls. Go ahead and go. We got pitchforks. And then you can. Guess I need to wait for this bot. But not long. Pick up a pitchfork, put it in the box. Here's where I do hands full, but it's fine if they aren't. Move to pitchforks, add to it until your hands are empty. Go, go. Pitchfork, stow. Got one, stowed it, move along. Okay. Now we have pitchforks. I'm going to need the torches for the cooking stuff, if I remember right. I keep saying that a lot tonight. If I remember right. The torch. We can hear something chopping. The torch takes straw, so I'm going to need straw for that. I didn't think I needed it yet because I didn't need the flour or dough stuff yet for the next tier after the next one. Because pumpkin soup just adding water, but here I'll need the dough. However, post-it notes to remember stuff, yeah. And it would just be everywhere. I'd be like the crazy guys, like, no, understand, there's a conspiracy going on. So I don't need the cereal or flour yet here, but to make the crude cooking pot, I am going to need the torches. So I do need to start processing cereal and hay, some of that. That way I have supplies to make the next food.
Medic!
Heck, help! I need brain
Game
pills.
over.
Come on, Ontario, do a joke. Need a bench. Good work. Is it a good workbench? I think the torch was on a good workbench. My wife asked me what my friends and I are doing after we get our glasses. I told her, after that, we'll see. What do chickens get when ordering Chinese food? Bok choy. So yeah, good workbench. Good. Good workbench and a box. This will be torches and the torch bench. Torch bench. But I'm going to need the hay stuff first. Oh, that was you, Lana. Hey, welcome. I didn't see you sneak in there. This will be torches. Yeah, sticks are easy. Straw, we're not even processing that yet. Man, it's so loud. Work area is loud. So to get straw, I need to use the flail on cereal crops. Because I won't have the beans! Yay! To get the cereal crop, I'm going to need to use the scythe on the cereal crop. Okay. Just looking around. There's this huge patch up here, but it's kind of far away. I'm just going to use this one, at least for now. Maybe we could make a bigger one later. I might even square this up, like replant it, so it's a big square instead of a thing. But of course that clay is in the way. Yeah, we'll see. Right, Ontario, thanks for the lurk. Have a good night. Hope things get better for you. But in any case, we need to start chopping this up so we have hay. Need torches. Straw, I should say. Straw, not hay. So, pitchforks are automated. You're the pitchfork making team. Pitchforks. We've still got 3 bots here that we can repurpose to make hay. Okay. So, you will need... Let me put down a box first and have somebody bringing scythes up here. It's not far, but this work area is not going to stay where it is forever, and this field, we might not even keep that where it is forever. So I'll put down a box for scythes. So this is cereal, S-C-Y-T-H-E-S, cereal scythes. Easy for me to say. You can be like my logistic bot, bringing scythes up here. There. And so it can make fewer trips. I'm going to put a stow in there. So there's this trick where I can say stow. So it'll, anything that's in its hand, it'll put into its backpack. It'll go to the scythes, take from the scythe. If it's, no, I want the stow at the end. So go to the scythes and pick one up. Try to put it in your backpack. Then it'll say, you know, if it puts it in its backpack, its hands will not be full. And so it'll be able to pick up basically 2 scythes in its backpack and 1 in its hands. Because when you pick up a scythe, it takes all of your hands there. Put it back. Okay, just drop it here. Right click all that. So pick it up, fill up your backpack, and then once there's no room in the backpack, it'll pick one up, its hands will be full. Then we can come up to the box up here. Oh, my hands are empty. It's done. But it's fine. Let me do a retrieve, move to the box, and put it in. And what this will do is do until hand's empty. So its hands should be full. When it gets down here, it'll move to the box, put the scythes in the box, and it'll try to retrieve a scythe from its backpack. If it's successful, its hands will not be empty, so it'll do this loop again. And it'll do that until its hands and backpack is empty. It'll do that forever. So this is cereal, S-C-Y-T-H-E, scythe supply. Nice. And we'll have a nice box of scythes here, and our harvest bot doesn't have to go way the heck down to the workshop. Down to the workshop to get scythes. Right. Now for the fun bit of, you're gonna pick up a scythe if your hands are empty, and you're gonna use it right here. Chop, chop, chop. Out of that we get cereal. And the cereal's fun. We'll go into how that works in fertilizer and watering and all that later. Because what we can do is we can take this same field and take, it's getting a yield of 2 right now. We can get up to 5 if we till and water and fertilize. We get an extra crop out of every harvest if we do that. So the wheat we will not have problems with like we do with the pumpkins. This I just do an if-else. If hands are empty, go get a scythe. Otherwise, find the crop and chop the crop. Repeat forever. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Cereal. I'm just gonna call it Scythe. S-C-Y-T-H-E. Stream spelling. Always a good time. Let me double check. First, I want to get rid of this. While I'm doing that. So the cereal, these go into crates. But what about the straw? Also goes into crates. Stream spelling is just as bad as stream math. Just as bad, sometimes worse. Cereal, the hay, where is the cereal seeds? So we get cereal, we have to flail that or use the, there's a machine for that. There's straw and cereal crop, cereal seed. Oh, it's under food. Cereal seeds go into a silo. They don't go into a box. So we'll need some of those if we don't have any. We do not have any. Let's just... We're not going to have big production on this yet, so I'll just do a small one. We've got lots of boxes. Just need a silo for the seeds. Look at it go. We'll need flails up here, at least until we get the... I really need to look up what that is. What's it called? This thing. The threshing machine. So the threshing machine is good for... Threshing machine. Take some interesting parts there. Square frame panel. Good gear, crank. The threshing machine, you can put the cotton crop in there and get the... That's how you get the cotton seeds and the cotton fiber. You can also use the threshing machine. Instead of flailing the cereal, you can have a bot go there and use the machine, and the machine doesn't wear out like the flails do. I can't remember if it's faster too. I'd have to check the wiki, and I don't care to look at all those ads right now. This will be flails, cereal, flails. Let's get you. How are we doing? Slowly building up parts. You, we'll do the same like stow so it can make fewer trips thing. So you'll move here, get a flail. You'll stow it in your backpack. You'll come up to the box, cereal flails here. Of course, I don't have a retrieve and put in. This will happen until your hands are full. This will happen until your hands are empty. Do that forever. Go ahead and go. You are cereal flail supply. If I look at its hands, you see it is filling up its backpack. And it has one in its hand. Here it comes. Emptied its hand. Retrieve. Retrieve. Stow. Retrieve. Stow. Perfect. So in one trip, it brought 3. The basic bots would have only been able to bring 1 at a time. We can do that with, like, the buckets would be good if we really start making use of the sand a lot. Now let's get our cereal processing going. We'll have a bot collecting these up and putting them into a box. And we can tell our scyther to stop when the box is full. So, box. I don't care about this clay patch, so I'll just do it here, I guess. We'll stow the cereal. Can't build on the clay? Can't build on the clay. Okay. Fine. We'll put it here, and we'll stow. This will be our... It's called cereal, right? There's a cereal crop. I can't remember now. Need another post-it note. Cereal. So that's the crop. The cereal, then, is what pops out of the ground when I say that. Okay. So this is cereal. We're good. We'll have this new bot. Find any cereal in not this massive of an area. Alright, that looks good. And any cereal there, your hands are full. Put it in the box. Cereals. Do this, hands full. Move here till hands are empty. Do that. Go forever, go. Cereal stew. I should just about clear that out. What is that? 5. You. Not doing that math. Yeah, that should almost clear that out. Let's get a new bot. What am I going to do with you? I should think about what I want to do with it before I pull it up here. I'm going to have a bot. I'm going to need a bot flailing these. And I mean, I could flail them in the field and then have bots collecting the parts. But I kind of like the cleaner separation of we're growing this stuff, storing it. Then we're taking from that supply, processing it, and stowing those parts. You know what I mean? It seems a little cleaner, a little more... It's easier for these bots to only care about this process and not whether we have enough seeds and hay, straw, I mean. So I like this better. We'll need... Might put down just a small area for... Just to make it look nice. We'll do our flailing here. Ooh, maybe a sign? This, cereal. I guess. That'll be this area here. Nope. Put down this side. What I'll do is I'll have this bot. Let me just grab one of these, put it there. What I'm gonna have this bot do is look for cereal here. And just look for it. Okay. In the cereal area. So if it finds any cereal in this area, and repeat forever. So if it finds cereal in the area, it'll go, hey, cool. And then it'll loop because there was no error. And if it finds cereal in that area again, it'll go, hey, cool. And it'll loop again. So as long as there is cereal here, it won't move out of this forever loop. Once there isn't any cereal sitting around here, it'll come to the box, grab one, and put it down here. And then the flailer can start flailing on it. I think I only want it to do one at a time. Maybe I'll have it do 2 at a time. Just so Yeah, I think I'll just have... not forever. Times. Let's just do it twice. Take twice, move here, drop everything. And then go back up here, and if there's any cereal still, stay where you are. Although I am, just for tidiness, gonna have it move. After it drops all, move back to cereal. Or I could have it fill up its hands. And then move here and just drop one at a time. Drop all of them. Nah. This is a lot like the pumpkins. That's how you do it, put all the things away? Yeah. I don't know if you're here, I was talking about the broom earlier. That's nice, you can just go around and just sweep up all the little stuff. It's like, I don't care about this, just junk it. I don't want to pick up every little tiny thing that's left over. I'm gonna call this cereal stage. This is a lot like the pumpkins, where it looks to see if there's any pumpkins that haven't been smashed yet. And if there aren't any pumpkins, it'll go grab one, set it down, and then it's suddenly be like, there are pumpkins. I'll just wait here. So if I'm doing the flailing down here, I don't need the flails up there, I need them down here. Let me move this, say, here. This bot was like, ugh, I have to move down here now. Okay. Now, so we have a bot staging these to be flailed up. Then, once we flail those, we're going to get... We have our silo yet? Yes, we do. Move that up here. So we'll have cereal seeds coming out. How do I want to do this? We'll have cereal seeds coming out, and we'll also have our straw coming out. This will hold like 100 of it or something. Is that right? This will be cereal seeds. And this will be straw. Okay. Need our flail bot. So if your hands are empty, go get a flail. Then find cereal in the cereal area here. Cereal flailing spot. And flail it. The only tricky part is we're gonna need a lot more seeds than we are hay. And there's not an easy way to say if this is not empty or this is... Or if this is not full or if this is not full, keep going. It's just easiest to pick one. So since we need seeds to replant and keep that process going, I'm going to go until seeds are done and we'll have extra hay or extra straw, but that's fine. We can toss it into the stone head or compost it, or we will be turning it into hay bales later to feed to the cows. But in any case, let's see, hands full. If your hands are empty, go get a flail. Otherwise, if the cereal seeds are not full, find the nearest cereal in this area and flail it. Done. Repeat forever. So we might get a huge stack of straw, like we have the stack of pumpkin seeds here. In fact, we definitely will. But that will be fine. Go. So this is cereal flail. Actually, I should have given him this flail because I don't want it. Actually, should we pause? He'll keep going because nobody's putting the cereal seeds in there. Let me first offload this flail. Let's drop it Where are they? Right here. So we need a bot collecting up cereal seeds and dumping them in here, collecting up straw, dumping it in there. So let's get the seeds going first of all. You're going to find all the seeds you can in this area. Put it in. That's not a seed. Try that again. There are seeds in there somewhere. There we go. My nearest cereal seed in the cereal area. Put it into the silo. So, repeat until hands are full. Repeat until hands are empty. Over go. Cereal seed stow. So flailer's gonna flail. Right? Oh, I gotta turn that back on. Unpause. Flailer got a flail. We're actually going to use all these up, which means I need somebody coming back and planting these again. To plant them, let's see. Get this. You just put it in soil. You don't have to dig holes. That's awesome. So next bot in the process, we'll be planting these again. Come and take. Faller's got a ball, flailer's got a flail. I'm not gonna judge. This is the cereal farm here. Check. So, hands full. But it's fine if they're not. If we have any seeds and that box is, or the silo is not full for some reason, that could be trouble. So we need to just take whatever we have and plant it until our hands are empty. And in fact, we'll probably do what we did in the forest, where we have two boxes. We have one that's dedicated for replanting, and we only shift the seeds over into an export box if we fill up on our replanting supply. Because we will need these seeds to make the flour and stuff later. Hey, welcome back, Wally. Welcome back. So you are the cereal plant. Planting cereal crops. And as soon as that comes, as soon as this one grows again, our scyther will get scythen. You can see down here in the box to my left. Right now we're getting a yield of 2. This is what I was talking about earlier. We'll get watering and tilling and fertilizing. And what we can do is with this same patch, instead of just getting 2 cereal out of each harvest, we can get up to 5. Because fertilizing will add 1 to our yield, water will add 1 to our yield, and tilling the soil ahead of time will get 1 out of our yield. So we'll reconfigure the bot that's doing the planting to wait, only find tilled soil first, and we'll have a bot going around and tilling the soil as soon as the harvesting is done, that kind of thing. And this will not grow any faster, but we'll still get 3 more out of it every time than what we're getting now. Let's get somebody stowing this straw, and then that'll basically be done. You're gonna find straw here in the cereal processing spot. And put it over here. And what'll be nice, that threshing machine that we saw earlier, that works like a machine where a bot walks up to the input, puts the stuff on, and then there's an output, just like there is with any of these workbenches or stuff. So we can do the until full, until empty, and we won't have to do this trick of finding one and forever looping like we're doing. So let me get over there. Let me do this real quick. Until your hands are full. It's fine if they're not. Until your hands are empty. Repeat forever. Go. You are straw stow. So this area will get less complicated, which I'm always all for, less complicated. What is it? The flailer here? The flailer can turn into, actually no, our staging bot. You know, this trick here and pick up just a couple, move there and drop them. What it'll turn into when we get the threshing machine is just take from the cereal box till your hands are full, move to the machine, and put on it as long as the output is not full. Just like most of our other machines are. Yes, there we go. Harvesting, we're filling it up. That's great. So all of these bots are just making the cereal. Pretty much. I could separate that out into, I don't know, cereal farm and cereal processing. But I think this will be fine. Cereal. Make it this sort of hay colored there. And there we go. Got a whole new area set up. Looks like we're working on a plan. That ding. Every time we're stowing one here, there's probably a farming plan for that. This one? Yep. There you can see. We'll have to hoe the soil, scythe it, stow the seeds. We're doing all of that already except for the hoeing it to till. Do we have the hoe? Crude hoe? We do. So I could already do that. That would have been easier. Or would have been good to know. Could have set that up to begin with instead of retargeting the bot. All right. Actually, this is cereal hose. Where are? Yes, I'm gonna say it. Where are my hose at? They are. There we go. Nope, that's the scythe. Am I making the hoe? I don't think I'm making them. Flail, crude axle. Hey, Wally. I don't think I'm making the hose anywhere. Crude axe, blade, bucket. Yeah, the hose would be in here. Or down here if I didn't put crude in front of it. Okay, so we need a new team again. The hose are made on just the crude workbench. That's cool. Do I have any? I do have one. So you can go here. Or no, here. The other older tools. I think I remember thinking at the time, I'm not going to need these for a while. This is hose. You asked, I raised my hand. Crude workbench. This is the crude. Oh. Because there are metal hose later, it looked like. I just searched hoe. Yeah. There's a metal hoe, which has better durability and works faster. Let's make these hoes. And there you are. Let's stick on a blade. Blades are right here. How convenient. Okay, you are gonna be a homemaker. Got a homemaker. Sticks. Get sticks till your hands are full. And put them on the here till your hands are empty. So hands full, hands empty. Because the sticks are less expensive, I don't know, that's just the first ingredient, I guess. It's the more straightforward one. There's not the processing that's the blade one might have to wait on, so I'll make this one the control bot and say if the workbench is empty, add it. So this will be the control bot limiter. Go ahead and go. You are crude hoe steed. Your hands. Yeah, it's got 6. Wow. Okay, then blades. You're going to come to the crude blades and take those till your hands are full and put them on here. And the stick has the limit on it, so this one can just be hands full, hands empty. Empty. Forever. Go. Crude. Hoe. Blade. Blade. And then our typical third bot to stow these. I'm going to take from here and put here. And on these, their hands will be empty as soon as they pick one up. And I could do the stow in the backpack and do fewer trips, but it's right there. Just go get one, come back. The reason I do hands full, hands empty with this is just so if I stop it for some reason and it has something in its hands, it won't go and get stuck trying to pick one up or something. It's just to make it more reliable or robust so it doesn't get stuck with trying to pick up something while its hands are already full. Crude. Hoe stow. Hoe stow. Hoe down. Okay. Welcome back, nutmegs. I hope you weren't listening. Thank you, research, for finishing while I was typing. Heh. Alright, check out these gnomes. Now that we've got the clay ready, and we can craft things out of clay and then cook them in the kiln, we get gnomes we can make. So there's the reading gnome, the bearded gnome, the archer gnome, the rainbow gnome, fishing on a mushroom gnome, the other bearded gnome, the clay pot, which we will need for food. We can recycle those, that's fun. The crude kiln, where we make the pots, and of course the crude clay station, where we make the raw pots that then we have to cook in the kiln. So now we can get that going. Nice. That worked out well. We just finished the straw stuff, and we can start the clay like I wanted to. So cool. Now this... What was this? Crude hoe. Crude hose. New thing we'll need. Go ahead and make some of these. I think one to start with will be enough. In our typical, we'll expand it later when we need to. Look at that, it takes panels and frames and stones and everything. Blech. But those machines will go up here in the clay makers. Let's start another research just to get that going. What's next? I could do the cooking technology. I kind of want to get this so we can get the threshing machine. What are these even? Oh, the oven to make the flour and stuff, which we won't need until the next colonists after this one. Wait for a few minutes and the stream takes a very crude turn.
You win.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna need next. But I don't have the torches yet. So I could go with that. I think I'm going to go with this. Just to simplify all that stuff we just set up. We'll tear it all down and rebuild it. Look at all this stuff it unlocks. The threshing machine, spinning wheel, the clothing station where we turn the thread into clothes, and then the actual clothes themselves, like the toga, the sugagasa, tunics. Like the basic stuff is what I'm going to probably do. Like use cotton to make all this. There's cotton, there's bulrush, there's wool. So you can make different kinds of clothes, but basic one is probably the easiest one. I'm gonna need cotton for that. Shoot. Is that a solar panel on the place where they sit down? I think it might be. I think that's supposed to be actually the there's the, well, I don't know. Because I mean, it almost looks like the blueprint panel for some reason. I was thinking it would be the input-output thing, but we don't have that showing in any of the pictures either. And they'll have those, like a spot where there's an input and then a spot where there's an output. But those are fun. You'll like those when we get there. Clay. I don't have anybody bringing clay down here yet. I don't have a clay blueprint bot. Gotta fix that right now. Come get some clay. Alright, so we got clay. Next we will... Oops, where am I typing? We will come down here. Put on the blueprint. Cool. Blueprint in the blueprints area. So this is hands full. This was hands empty until you get an error. And this was hands empty until you get an error because you can't add anymore. I believe that's how it was. I don't think the move was outside. I think it was inside. Go ahead and go. You are clay blueprint. That panel bot. That blueprint bot bringing panels down here is so slow. So pathetic. Yay! Okay, so we got the kiln and that. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and just let this run as it is for now. We're building up cereal seeds, that's cool. We're gonna use the straw for the torches, that's fine. We don't need the greater throughput yet, and we'll get to the point where we'll start tilling this. I'd like to do clay, but let's go ahead and do the, let's go ahead, let's just do it. Let me stop the planting pot. So this one goes into the blueprints. Let's see. Yeah, I usually put the move inside of the second loop there. Like that. Oh. Cereal. Let's just pause the planting bot. Just stop on that. So this will get cleared out. At least one spot will. Let's get somebody bringing hose up here. What are we doing? We catching up? Oh, look at that, panels are full. It actually happened, you guys. You're the cereal hose supply. So Bring him up here to the box. Oh, I forgot. I just need a stow and retrieve command. Okay. So, move to hose, take from hose, stow the hose. Do that till your hands are full. Then move to cereal hose and add to cereal hose. Retrieve from the backpack. The nice thing about this is the retrieve command works whether there's actually something in the backpack or not, so it's not like it's gonna cause some kind of error if I call retrieve and there's nothing there. So hands empty here forever. Go, you are the cereal who supply. Oh. And then this bot, you're gonna be our till bot. I should have set up a sign for this instead of setting the area over and over. Okay, so if your hands are empty, you're gonna get that. Then you're gonna find soil in here and use your held item, the hoe. Oops, nope. Drag this down to here. Up to here. Okay. Go ahead and where are you? I think it's under the scyther there. Okay. So, actually, if hands are empty, go get a hoe. Otherwise, find any soil you can and till it. Forever, go. So it'll automatically stop if there's no soil. Like if everything's planted and just sitting there waiting, it'll just stop. And it'll stop looking for soil. This is good. Now, what is it? Cereal tiller. So these both now can go into our cereal farm. Cereal. And our planting bot, we don't want it to plant in soil anymore. Grab a seed real quick. We want it to plant specifically in tilled soil. So get rid of these. Put these in there. Fix the area. Check. Go. So now it's only going to plant in tilled soil. And what that'll do is that'll already give us an advantage. We'll get 3 every time instead of 2. We might even be able to do the watering. Do we have the... I forget if you can water with the bucket. Or if you have to have the watering can. I don't have the watering can yet. I think you can water with the bucket? I don't know, if you're still around Darkheart, maybe you know or remember without referring to the wiki. I think you can water with the bucket, but you only get 1 watering versus the watering can carries more water in it. But I could be wrong on that. In any case, that was just a nice to have. I'm going to move over to the clay now, get that set up. What's up? Oh. Because we set up these new tools, we're using all of our stone. We used stone to make these. So it looks like these stone bots are getting a little bit tired. Stone warehouse is empty. That could be bad. We can upgrade them. We have the parts. We can rebuild them faster, better, stronger. Go ahead and do that. So our stone miners, all 2 of them. Stop. I never set up a pick box for you. Oh, you're so slow. So upgrading this mining bot will make the the mining go faster. Because it swings the pickaxe faster. Which will be nice until we get metal tools, and it'll be even faster. Never tried watering with a bucket? Yeah, that would be another one of those. It'll be nice to have, but I don't need cereal at scale yet, so I'm probably not gonna try it yet either. I mean, I could try it, but just manually do it. I'm not gonna set up bots to do it yet. Let's experiment. Let's do it. I got buckets right here. Where's water? Nowhere close. This one's not bad. It went. I don't need you. And go. Let's go fill up the bucket. And I think you water the crops, not the ground. Cool. Can I don't know if it'll let me. So it is watered. You can water it with the bucket. Look at that. So we'll get 4 out of this one patch instead of 3. Because it's tilled. You can hear they're chopping it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. But given the distance to the water, that's seawater. I can't water with that. I would have to get fresh water from here. Or this is all seawater. There's fresh water there or there. See, I would want to have bots bringing buckets of seawater over. Not seawater, fresh water over, and then we'll water out of that barrel. That's more trouble than it's worth right now. I'll just drop that bucket off and start working on the clay. So this will catch up. This will be fine. I never actually started the research I was going to do. What did I need for that again? I wanted this, so I needed cotton. That's right. How do I get the cotton? Cotton lint? Cool. The raw cotton, I just scythe some. I'll just go do one of those. Use the dredger. Yeah, that takes forever too. And when does that unlock? The dredger. That's a level. That's under construction. That's the next tier up. Yeah, the dredger is the like the terraforming tool. You can dig up a square. And if you dig up next to water, the water will flow into it. So you can make like a channel. And then you can go back behind and fill in with sand until you get back to just dry land. And then you have just like a square of water right next to where you want it if you want to do that. Gareth, welcome. Thanks for joining tonight. How you doing? Cotton. I needed a single piece of cotton for the research. So I need a scythe for that. Yeah, I'm gonna need more stone miners over here. That's not keeping up at all. Yeah, so trying to think. It's almost like in Timberborn, when you dynamite a line and then the water flows into it, you can just like make a line of water by using the dredger. It just takes a while. Definitely get a bot to do that. Let me scythe up some of this real quick. I just want like a piece. That gets me the raw cotton, and that's what I needed for the research. 69 WOV. Nice. basic textiles and clothing. Get going on that. That'll help out our farm up here. We'll have a nice input-output machine instead of the nonsense we've been doing up there. I can put the scythe back. Scythe was up here. Yeah. Yeah, see, all of our tools are hurting. Not all of them, I guess, but we don't have a full box of scythe. We don't have a whole box of these. And the axes are keeping up. That's good. Logs are not keeping up. Probably put more dig bots. Look at all these stumps down here. I guess I'll make some copies of the stone. Get more stone going. I'll do that, and then for sure, for real, we'll get on the crude, the clay over here. Let me come up here. Stone. Oh, we got a charge bot out. You okay there, charge bot? Anybody else coming? Probably not covered. Yep, not covered. That's in our pumpkin farm. Let's go charge that one up. We'll get that fixed better later. Cereal's gonna need charge bot. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna grab this too. We're gonna need to make copies of everything. A stone mine. Store that one. Pull out the random one here. Stone picker. Stop you again. Whenever you're ready. Make a copy of you. Copy the name. Go. New bot, come to me. Start mining that stone. We're out of crude blades. And this new bot, come to me. Go ahead and go. And maybe one more. Once you're charged up, come to me. So now instead of just one bot mining up the stone, we'll have 4 at a time. Go ahead and go. Alright. Did I have charge bots needing charged yet? Felt like I would by the time that was done. Nope. Not yet. But nope, we're all good. Cereal seeds are full. So we stopped dropping these here for the flailer. The flailer stopped because that was full. This is gonna back up now. Cool. Clay makers. Alright. We needed someone bringing spades. That's right. Never set up a spade supply. Let's get on that before we get anything else going. You are going to get spades. Stow it. Gonna move to the box. And just put a retrieve command in there. So, until your hands are full, get a spade, put it in your backpack. And eventually the backpack will be full and its hands will be full. Then we'll move to the box and empty our backpack and hands until the box is, or until our hands are empty. So you are clay, spade, supply. Cool. We can drop some of these discs maybe. do that in a bit. So the clay comes out of that box and goes onto this. We can either make gnomes or we can make clay pots. We only need the clay pots. As far as I know, the gnomes are just decorative. I don't think the colonists use them as art or anything later. But we'll take 2 clay, put it on here, and turn it into a raw clay pot. So this will be clay pot station. Clay pot bench. That's what I usually call them. This will be the raw clay pots. Clay pots. So we'll have a bot doing that and stowing them like we usually do. Hey, look at that. So because we set up, that's why we set up the hoeing, actually, now that I think of it. The reason we did set that up was because of the plan. I remember now. But I had to post it for it. The plan, what do we get out of that? Dungarees we can wear. Watering can, nice. The watering can is nice for watering, but it's also a kind of a cheat. Let me, and the scarecrow, which it's been a long time, but birds will fly in and eat your berries or your seeds or anything that you leave laying around. So you can use a scarecrow, make a scarecrow and keep those away. When transporting water at this stage of the game, it's better to use a watering can because the watering can holds like 3 waters. I forget. I think I'd have to make one to find out. It's 10? Yeah, 10. Even better. So 1 watering can will hold 10 waters. So if you're traveling, if you're having people bucket water across a long distance, like we were talking about maybe doing for this, use the watering can to transport it, because the buckets, you can only do 1 at a time. The watering can only holds water though, right? You can't put milk or sand or those kinds of things in it. You need the better buckets for that. If you want to transport more. Yeah. Alright. I can actually remove this. I don't need this area. Delete it. Okay, it's a little easier to see. So, clay spade supply. You go in the clay pit. Clay pit. They're part of this team. That's not the team. This team. Okay. Whoops. Missed that. Yeah. That'd be nuts. 1 plot of land at a time with the bucket. Alright, so take from clay export, put it on here. Hands full. Hands empty. And I'll do the only if the clay pot. So if the clay pot station is empty, empty your hands onto it. So it'll do an entire batch of 6 hands, 2 clay per pot, means it'll do 3 pots at a time. And then it'll stop. So we'll have 3 sitting here. It'll fill up its hands, and then it'll go, nope, not empty. So this is raw clay pots. Raw clay pot. And it's bringing the clay, so it's the raw clay pot clay. I'm going to go ahead and make one just so that it'll be a nice even numbers. There you go. So it will fill up its hands, but it won't actually put anything on here because it's not empty. The next bot however, will be our Stowing Bot. Okay, I must have seen me take the one. So this bot, you will pick all these up, put them in here. So repeat until your hands are full, but it's fine if they're not. Then repeat until hands are empty by putting them into the box. Do the whole thing forever and go. You are clay pot, raw clay pot, stow. And then we need to cook those up into just clay pots instead of raw ones. So the kiln, where's that under food? No. Miscellaneous, miscellaneous. Okay. Oh, these take fuel too, I forgot. So I'll leave a gap for the fuel to come in. I'll put a pallet of logs up here probably. Which, yay, more strain on our wood supply. So here's where we pick the recipes and we can make any of the gnomes, but right now we just need the pots. And you can see down here it takes fuel. And it looks like a log, but you can put anything you can burn in there. So logs, sticks, technically I think you can put like bot parts in there. I could be wrong on that. Planks, poles, all the wood stuff. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. We'll just use logs because they're big. It'll just put one in and it'll just about fill up that fuel meter. So I'm going to need a pallet for that. Pallets are here. I have a pallet. Yay. Perfect. Just tuck that in there. This will be our kiln fuel. This is our clay pots. Clay pot kiln. Okay. Raw clay pots. This bot. This will be our... We need somebody bringing logs up here. We'll start there. Logs, hands full. Come up here and fill this up. New hands empty. Forever go. So you are kiln fuel. Kiln fuel supply. Supply. Okay. Then we'll need a bot putting fuel into the kilns. So you'll be taking from here and putting into here. You can see that almost fills it up. And also, the kiln works a little different from most of the other machines, where I can say, find any kilns in this area. So if I have more than one kiln in the area, this one bot can provide the fuel for all of them. I'm going to trim this down to something like this, and just leave a space in case we have more come along later. That. Oh. So this will be just a hands full, hands empty kind of thing. Because it will only put in what'll fit, and then wait until, I forget if it's empty or until there's enough space for it. Let's go. I don't think it'll put anything in here yet. Yeah, nothing needs the fuel yet, because there's already enough in there. So you are kiln fueler. Anybody? Fueler? And then finally, we're going to have this bot taking our raw pots and tossing them in here to make this. And if you notice, our fuel went down a little bit. So every time we use it, it uses up a chunk of fuel. This will be... Get those till your hands are full. Do this until your hands are empty. We'll put an if on that. Just say if the output of this is empty. That way we don't make a whole bunch of these and have a giant stack. Okay. And go. This should fill up its hands, and then this will count as full. Yep. So this is, Whoa! Auto potty. So, this is a global achievement. Apparently I've made 500 pots now in the lifetime of playing the game, so yay, achievement get, badge get. Auto potty. What was I doing? Pot cooker. We'll call it. Alright, shush. Too loud. And then these pots go into a box, so we need a box. I'll just put it next to it for now. If we had a line of these, I would put it at the end of the line, but this will work. Great. This is our clay pots. Maybe I'll call it fresh clay pots, and you'll see why later. So this is... No, I'll just call these clay pots. This will be our export. And we'll make... Well, let's see how many it holds. Train up a bot. Over here. Get the clay pot. Put it in a box. Okay, it's 25. I don't think we'll need more than 25 here. To do hands full, but it's fine if they aren't. Then move over here and empty your hands. Go forever. Go. Clay pot stow. So very soon we'll have a full box of clay pots and we'll be set up for making the food for the colonists when we get there. Next tier up. How's it going down here? Not bad, 1,500 out of 2.5K. Hey, another plan completed. We've made a bunch of clay pots. There we go. Ooh, get a fancy beret you can wear. Nyom. Nyom. Okay, so we've got clay pots. Cool. So there's a clay production facility. Looks like we'll probably need more clay diggers, just like we needed more stone. Might need to upgrade my warehouse spots here so they can carry more. This box is basically staying empty. Or it looks like it caught up now. We can make something new on the good workbench again. Do I have... Where's me? Do I have one of those? I think I do. Here, good workbench. What do we got? Oh yeah, the pumpkin. Scarecrow, not pumpkin. And the watering can for the new things. Those aren't bad, they're just 8 fixing pegs. Jeez. Those fixing pegs are the thing to really optimize for if you're gonna do this like min-maxing, like some people play Factorio or Satisfactory or those. All right. I'm not trashing. No. No trash. 1,700 there. Oh yeah, this is already full. So he's gonna finish this last batch and then stop. making it. Oh yeah, there the fuel ran out. And here comes the fuel bot. Nice. You can see it's just standing there looking for the next place to drop some fuel in. So, very cool. So this is pot cooker, clay pot stove. I'm going to make this the clay pot team. Clay pots. And I'm going to put these in just sort of a generic kiln team. So right now we're only doing clay pots, but we might use them for something else too later. Kilns. That's a good enough color, I guess. Cool. Okie dokie. Let me copy the, let me get some more clay going. Minimize everybody. Go to the clay pit. Clay pit. Clay dig. Let's make like 4 of these too. Probably overkill. That's the way to do it. So this is my generic disk, yes. Copy you. Copy your name. I think it's going to get... Oh, wait. While you're here. See, it's still going all the way over here to get a spade. Because I didn't have this box when I made this bot. Now that I have this box, I can... This is a feature of the Mark II bots. You can retarget things without having to re-record everything. So I can click this target here and select this. Right now, it's going over there where that red arrow is. Up that way. If I click this and pick that box now, both of these instructions are referring to the clay spades. Now it doesn't have to make as long of a trip. That'll speed it up a little bit too. Let me make a couple more copies. Nobody does what? Long trip. Paste the code, paste the name, go. Shoot. I copied the code before I... Okay, stop. Let me copy you. Okay. I copied the program before I retargeted the stuff. Min-maxes factory games? Yeah, nobody does that. Nobody has spreadsheets that they plan out ahead of time before they start working on things. Yeah, 3 is probably enough here. Because these pots get used in the food. Let me pull up the food again here. So pumpkin. So right now we're making herby pumpkins. The next one we'll have to do water. So yeah, we'll have to cart water in from somewhere, but at least we have the watering cans now. We'll make herby pumpkins still, but we'll go to a crude cooking pot and add water and a pot, and we'll get the pumpkin soup. You can see it's heavy. It takes 4 hands to carry, but what happens is the bot will feed it to the colonists, and then the colonists will eat it. And when the colonist is done with it, instead of just everything being gone, it'll toss the clay pot onto the ground. And the clay pots have a durability on them, just like the tools do. So we can take that clay pot and put it back into a box and reuse it for the next recipe, and we can keep using it until the durability's gone. So when we get there, what we'll do is we'll have like a box that we make sure is not empty, rather than making sure that it's full. That way there's a gap in there that we can keep putting the recyclable pots into, and then only if that box goes empty we'll resupply it from our clay factory up here. That'll be fun to set up when we get there. I keep saying that a lot, but it's true. It's absolutely true. Was I using these? Why did these guys kick off again? It's not that important. I'm just curious. What happened? Anyway. Last thing I want to do before I forget to do it. Oh, the torches. Cool. I was going to say, I was going to set up and make the torches because we'll need that for our next cooking, next level of cooking stuff too. Let me get on that. We'll set this up and then probably call it a night there. So, clay pit. We got 3 diggers, a stower, and the spade supply. They should be able to keep up just fine. These are backed up already. This is almost backed up. And then the box will fill up. We'll be done. It doesn't need to be super quick since we're not... It's not a one-to-one recipe to pot thing there. That's as close as I get to min-maxing on this. Probably. You're getting charged. Cool. Alright. Torches. We're going to have someone bringing straw in and sticks. Because the straw, you know, there's only one stick, that'll be our controller. So, cord. You will go to... I made this really hard to see. I'm going to get some sticks. And then come put it on the torch bench here. Forget that. I had a disc in my hands. Get a stick. Put it on the workbench. Do that till your hands are full. Do this till your hands are empty. And only add to this if the bench is empty. I'm not going to need a ton of these, really. Forever, go. So you are crude torch stick. This bot will be bringing the straw down here. Hands full. Hands empty. Forever go. Crude. Torch. Straw. And this bot. In just a moment. We'll grab the torches, which also light up in the night. I don't know if you noticed how bright, I got a little bit brighter here even in the daytime. So do that. Just in case there's more than one for some reason, pick up everything there is and put them in the box. Go. To our crude torch stove. That's our crude torch team. You can be yellow, I guess. We've already got 4 of those. Nice. I feel like I threw it off a little bit by putting just 1 on there. Get a straw. Are you kidding me? Just one. I'm gonna beat you. There, now it'll do. Now it'll do two and then 4 instead of doing, like, having just one and having to make a trip. Alright. So we'll need those torches for the next cooking thing. As well, look, the crude cooking pot. Need a torch to craft the pot there. Actually, I think they're actually an upgrade from this. Breadwinner, welcome. You came right at the end. Yeah, 236 bots. We still have a lot of upgrading to do. We still have a lot of Mark 0 bots, but we've also been using a lot of new bots. We've got the cereal farm set up over here. We have a clay pit going over here, making clay pots that we're going to need. This research, how close are we? Almost there. We definitely need to upgrade the rest of this. And I'll probably actually just make do with this, like I did with the Mark 0 bots, jump straight to Mark 2. I'll probably make do with this for Herby Pumpkins, and then scale it up and have multiple Herby Pumpkin crafting going on. And otherwise, it'll be super slow for the next level of colonists. That'll be future Jeff's problem. In the meantime, it's all looking pretty good. We're finally at the point where we're not using panels as much, so we have a backup of those. The forest is looking pretty good. We have more trees than we can chop, and that's okay. We have stone backing up again after we crafted all those tools. Looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night here. Let me look for a raid target, but see, Soccer Man is still playing Played Up. Jeez. So, yeah, thanks everybody for joining, especially Darkheart. Welcome for the first time joining us stream live. Everybody who chatted, everybody who redeemed jokes and all that, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure, and I very much appreciate you guys tuning in. So stick around for Soccer Man playing Played Up. You know, if you haven't seen Wally, Lana, Ontario, and I play that game a bunch, it's half the videos I do. You can catch those live on Twitch or on YouTube, of course. In the meantime, thanks again for joining. Remember to be kind, have fun, and I'll see you later.